Don't think that you think, because the thinking of thoughts is thoughtless thinking. Sati, sati. Huh? Finishing half the work and then running off to do something else. Oh. So. Now, Andrew, how is your practice? I mean, yeah, good. I mean, if you say it's good, it's certainly not good. If you said, oh, it's so difficult, then I say, very good.
Yes, it's very difficult.
When we have to fight, that's where the practice becomes interesting, because then we can cope with the kilesas who constantly have us under their power. Yeah, we are the slaves of the kilesas. I mean, maybe you have not realized it, huh? Wendy. Huh? We are the slave of the kilesas, yeah, and we have to dethrone them. Yeah. And the first thing, to be able to dethrone them is first to realize that there is a place that is easily to to go to, where they don't have any power over us, and that is samadhi. Yeah? In upachara samadhi, when there are no more thoughts, when there are no more memories, they don't have any power over us. Yeah? Once we leave that safe house, yeah, that is called upachara samadhi, yeah, they will resume their power. Yeah? It's just like, cops are chasing after you, yeah, and you hide in a nice safe house, yeah, and they can't find you and they can't attack you, but the moment you leave that safe house, they are just waiting for you. So is it with the kilesas, yeah? In the kilesas are the fangs of avijja. Avijja is the main power, is the mastermind behind all these. And this mastermind has three armies. The army of greed, hatred, and delusion. And within these armies are the kilesas. Yeah? And that is what we have to understand. The kilesas are not our friends, they are our enemies. We have to fight them. And what did the Lord Buddha say about this? As a single person, to fight a whole army, it's easier than to fight oneself. Because that self is made up of these greed, hatred, delusion, and avijja. Yeah? So we have to fight. If we want freedom, then we have to fight. If we just want to have a rest, from the onslaught of the kilesas, that's fine. That's called meditation, and that is mostly promoted in the West. It's a nice place, we can go there, for a weekend, yeah, and then we feel great. Yeah, on Monday we go back to work and we feel shitty. Nothing has changed, yeah? But here we are here to change things, yeah? That the things that are good, that we experience and are good, are staying good, yeah? And not turn back into the same old shit that we have experienced before. And that's why we probably are here, to get rid of some of these obnoxious kilesas. And some of it we can lighten our burden if we understand. And we only understand if we are starting to investigate the things that bother us. And what is bothering us in our meditation? The first thing that bothers us is pain. Yeah? And then tiredness or restlessness, all these come on. Yeah? This is nothing else than the onslaught of the kilesas. But in order to understand this a little bit better, we need to understand also one of the universal characteristics that the Lord Buddha teaches us, and that is called anatta. Whatever we see, whatever we experience is not self. We know that, yeah? Or we should know that. I mean, when you look at the person next to you, then you wouldn't call it I or me or mine, or? But when we look at our own body, we call it I, me, mine. Yeah? So who sees the body? Who sees feeling, or who experiences the feeling? That's the subject. Yeah? I mean, we live in the world of duality. Yeah? So there's subject, object. Yeah? Here's an object. We wouldn't call it self. Because we say, it's Pitun. Yeah? It has nothing to do with me. Yeah? I mean, we can do whatever we want to. But the moment we look at our hand, yeah, and this hand, yeah, we say, it's me. It's mine. But we see it the same way as this Pitun. So who sees? Do the eyes really see and interpret, this is a spittoon and this is me? No. There's something, that knows. And that is the thing that I want you to experience. This knowingness of the citta. That is behind all this, what we call delusion. There's somebody, you make an experience, yeah? You touch a fire, and then somebody says it's hot, or I burned myself. Who is this? Who tells you this? I mean, the experience of itself, is enough. You don't need words for it. But all our language, we use words to communicate with others. Of course, we can say other people, I don't touch a fire, it's hot, yeah? They might believe it or might not believe it. They want to touch it for themselves. Once they touch it, they know, yeah, it's true. Yeah, like we were children. Yeah, did we believe when our parents told us the fire is hot? Yeah, no. We needed to touch it. We needed to experience it for ourselves. Nobody can teach us experience. And practice is all about experience. It's not about labeling this experience as good or bad, as difficult or not difficult. It is just the experience. Through this labeling, through this saying, oh, that was great, the moment we sit in samadhi and there's no thoughts, then no thoughts and no memories coming up for a while, and then they say, oh, that's so great, I want to sit forever. And the next moment, we stand up. Huh? Huh? Why? Because this thought has interpreted, has already pulled us out of the samadhi. Yeah? In samadhi, there are no thoughts, there are no memories coming up, and that's why we feel great. And then somebody comes here, knocks at our door, says, wonderful, wonderful, I want more of it. Yeah? And this wanting more of it, creates all this dukkha. I want more, I want more, I want more. Yeah? Or I don't want. Yeah? It's the second noble truth. Yeah? What creates the dukkha is the desire. Yeah? The desire to want something or the desire not to want something. And so this voice that is running 24 hours a day in our head and tells us what we experience. I mean, and we get so used to it that we start believing. Yeah? Oh, this is great, this is not so great, this is nice, this I like, this I don't like. And we fall for it. Who tells us? We never ask this person, who are you, When this voice says to us, I'm tired, when we say, yes, my Lord, yeah, let's go to sleep. I want this, yes, my Lord, I want it. It is like you have a friend, who constantly tries to tell you, you should go to this bar or to this pub or to this country, yeah? But then you think, shall I really? But with this inner voice, it is so internalized, we never question it. The moment we start to question it, it falls apart. Because what it needs, what this suggestion, it's only a suggestion. I'm tired, let's go to sleep. It's a suggestion. No, I'm not tired, I don't feel tired. Yeah, I don't want to go to sleep. But we have never in our life heard that this inner voice is our enemy. Nobody tells us this. Everybody, we are educating this inner voice, learning more and more and more and getting cleverer and cleverer and cleverer. Yeah? But nobody actually told us, hey, why do I need any word for the experience that I have made? Don't I know what the experience is like? Huh? Don't I really know? I mean, the experience is very different from the word that I use to describe it. But the moment we make an experience, and just look at it, when you do meditation, when you practice meditation, the moment you make an experience, instantly this comment comes up, the commentator. That's nice, that's not so nice, this should be like this should be like that. I mean, who is that? And that is the principle of anatta. That's not me, not myself. Yeah? That doesn't belong to me. Whatever I can see, whatever I can experience, it doesn't belong to me. But it's very difficult to put it into action. Because, we've lived so many lives with it, and we just say, yes, my Lord, I need this, yes, my Lord, yeah. And nobody, told us that this is actually our slave driver, who drives us to do this, who drives us to work hard, to earn more money, to get more usefulness out of this life. Yeah? We never question, why should I do this? Yeah? Whatever I build, you will get destroyed. When I buy a car, in 5 or 10 years, nowadays it's just 4 years, it's a piece of scrap. Yeah? But when I want it, oh, wow, I can have it for a long time. Yeah? The house that I built, yeah? Even the family or the partner I have, they don't last for long. Yeah? They used to last for a lifetime, but nowadays, they last for 3-4 years and then, boop. Need to have some change. Yeah? I need something else. I need something different. But who tells us? Who instigates all these things? It's nothing else than the kilesa, who are there, who are our slave drivers and tells us what we have to do and what we have to think, what we have to, yeah? It judges, yeah, and so on and so on. And we just say yes, yes, yes. Instead of saying no, who are you? Go to bed, if you're tired, go to bed. I stay there and practice. Huh? Can we do that? Sometimes, yeah? Trying, yeah? So understand this. Whatever you experience, whatever there's a feeling. For instance, there's a feeling coming up. Who knows that there's a feeling coming up? If you don't yet believe it, ask the feeling, do you know that you're good feeling or bad feeling or this kind of feeling or that kind of feeling? What do you think the feeling answers you? So who knows that there is a feeling coming up? Who knows that it's a nice feeling or not so nice feeling or a neutral feeling? Who is that one who knows? Huh? This is the thing that we want to see. Yeah? We want to go to the root of all of it. We want to actually go to the chitta where the things originate from. But the problem is within the chitta are also the kilesas. So we have to get rid of them. We have to chuck them out. I sometimes have the simile. Yeah? You just cleaned. Yeah? You just cleaned your house or your apartment. Yeah? Very nice, everything is in order. Yeah? And then somebody knocks on the door and you see hooligans coming in. Yeah? And then you say, oh yes, come in. Yeah? You open the door to everything that comes into your heart. Yeah? The heart is your room that you clean, yeah? In meditation it is so quiet, so orderly, everything is so nice, and then you come out of meditation and invite all these hooligans into it to destroy it. Yes, please, I'm a masochist, please destroy me. Huh? Please make me unhappy, yeah? Lock them out, say, get out, yeah? We don't do that in the real world. When we see some strange people knocking at our door, we don't open the door for them, because we don't know. Yeah? But with our heart, we put everything in there. Somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's ideas, we put it in there, it is full of garbage, our heart. So we have to check it out to make it free. And once the heart is free, it's amazingly wonderful. Yeah? So don't put things in, and this monastery is very good, there are not many occasions where we can put in all this garbage that we normally put in when we live in the world. The newspapers that you read, or the videos that you see, and all these things there, this garbage doesn't come in. There's a big wall around this monastery where all this garbage is off limits. Right? So you have to deal now with the inner garbage that you collected over all your years of life, yeah? And then check it out. You can do it slowly or you can do it fast. Yeah? You can take a hoover and suck it all up, in one go, but it is very painful because it sticks, yeah? Or you just, take a broom and then brush it slowly out. Yeah? But if there are difficulties arising in your practice, I really advise you, to use this principle of anatta. Whatever arises, and anatta, whatever arises must cease. When there's a good feeling, it will cease. When there's a bad feeling, it will cease. It has nothing to do with you. And that is where the principle of anatta comes in. That's not me. Whatever I can perceive. We know in our language, and every language has its subject and object. I see, I experience it, I, you. Yeah? So, why should it be different here? So the experience, there's the experience, but there's somebody who knows of this experience. And then this is called the one who knows, and that is the primary function of the citta, the one who knows. And it knows of everything. And this one who knows, the amazing feature of it, it does not judge. It never says this is good, this is bad, it just knows. Yeah? It just knows everything. Whatever arises within our citta, it knows. It knows a thought is going to be created, it knows it. It doesn't judge it. That comes later on a later stage. Because then there are the kilesas coming in and say, I want this thought. Yeah? And then the Dhamma says, no, I shouldn't have this thought. Yeah? So, But the one who knows doesn't judge. He knows that there is something for it and there's something against it. He's neither the for it or nor is he the against it. He's just a pure knowingness that is completely objective. Not leaning to this side, not leaning to that side, he just knows. In this principle we can use when we are going to face a difficult situation. For instance, when the kilesas tell us, all this meditation is useless. They come sooner or later, they come, why I'm sitting here, it's all useless. And then you should ask, who are you? To tell me? You didn't tell me it was useless to learn to walk. You didn't tell me it was useless to learn to talk. Or it wasn't useless to learn to think. But meditation, where we get the mind calm and where we finally get to a stage that our heart is longing for, this calmness, this quietude, this happiness or this contentedness, they don't want that because they have no power over it. And you will see it. If you can experience it for 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, stay in this calm, then you will see, you're happy, you're contented, and at that time you will have no wish whatsoever. There's no desire going on. Neither do you want to stay in there, nor do you want to get out of there. And the moment these thoughts are coming in, I want to stay in there, then you're back into the world. Yeah? You're out of your safe house, or you just open the door to your safe, out of the safe. Yeah? So start to disbelieve the voice that is in your head. It makes it healthy. You can destroy whatever is coming up, by this voice, whatever they tell you, but you will never be able to destroy the experience itself. But whatever is made out of this experience, if it was good or bad, you can destroy it, so destroy it. Yeah? If they say it was good, say, I'm not sure. And then the first time, they react like, how do we catch him now? Yeah? Yeah? How do we get him now? Because only with these suggestions they can catch us. Yeah? With these likes, with these dislikes, they can catch us. If we are indifferent to them, they cannot catch us. And they cannot lead us into the wrong direction. Meditation is not good. Who says so? Yeah? Just go on. Just like learning to walk, just go on. Yeah? Oh, it's so difficult. Yeah? It doesn't matter if it is difficult or easy. It's just an adjective that doesn't come from within us. All what we know is, we go the right way. If we stay with the Buddha or if we stay with the breath, then this is the correct way. That's all what we need to know. If it is difficult, easy, it doesn't make sense. Yeah? But the longer we stay and the more we train, it's just like learning to walk. The longer we train to learn to walk, the faster we can walk. And it's the same thing with meditation. If you just stay with the Buddha, it's so difficult, I don't want to. Just bring back the Buddha, just bring back the Buddha, just bring back the Buddha, just go back to the breath, just go back to the breath, just go back to the breath. Nothing is difficult. One breath is not difficult, one Buddha is not difficult. So who tells you it's difficult? But we are so enticed by these kilesas, because they paint us such a nice world, yeah? They constantly paint us, a nice world, yeah. If I have this, then I will be happy. Yeah? Have you ever? We always were hankering after them. We always, try to fulfill the promises that they give us, yeah. So we did whatever they said, if you do this, you will get happy. We did it and we were still unhappy. Then we did that, we're still unhappy. Then we did that, we're still unhappy. Yeah? Because these things are not bringing us happiness. The only thing that brings us happiness is not listening to these kilesas or to the onslaught and getting rid of thoughts and memories, and then you are happy. Just simple that. And we can do that. It won't be easy, yeah? But with our determination and effort, always bring the mind whenever it goes out. Don't blame yourself, don't blame others, just bring it back. And then bring it back again. And sooner or later it will stick. And sooner or later it will stick so much that you can experience this happiness, or this contentedness, or this peacefulness of the state that is called samadhi or absorption. Okay, I think it's enough. Yeah? You have any questions? Just keep on going. Yeah? It's just like, from here, from, what is it, Udon, we want to go to Moscow by foot, yeah? Sometimes it's difficult, we have to cross the mountains, what is it, I don't know what, the Ural or whatever it is, yeah, we have to cross the mountain, and then we go through a very nice meadow, and it is very, very comfortable, and then we have to go through parts of the desert, and then we have to cross another mountain, but if you keep walking, Sooner or later we will reach it. And the less we think about, the path, oh, it's so difficult, oh, this mountain, I can never climb it, All what you need to do is one step in front of the other. That's all. And in terms of meditation practice, one Buddha after the other. And then you will get there. Or one breath after the other, and you will get there. Okay? So, questions? Today it's end of my what do you call it? Duties. It's the end of my duties, and then forget all about it. You already know what you're doing tomorrow. You're never in the present moment. What is there in the present moment? Actually, when you close your eyes, there's only there's some sensation coming from out, or there's some feelings, bodily feelings, mental feelings, sensation, hearing. When you close your eyes, there's no seeing. There's a feeling of touch, so when the wind touches, the skin. That's all. And it's always the same. It's so boring. It's always the same. There's some sort of sensation, some sort of feeling. But because we use words, to differentiate this feeling and this sensation from the other, oh wow, this whole universe arises. And then there's so much to do, But when we let it collapse, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do than breathing in, breathing out.
In meditation, there is sometimes so many experiences living. There is any point to talk about or to ask about it, because it's like every time different.
If it is the same experience coming over and over, then ask. But if it's just experience, just stay with the experience, don't make any fuss about it. And what you will notice, if it is actually a nimitta, you might not understand it today, but you might understand it in 2 or 3 years. So when the moment the citta gets more and more open, the more the knowingness of the citta comes through, the better it understands what is happening. But we have to let it understand and not fuel it with the understanding that takes place in our brain. Because this understanding that takes place in our brain, as close as it comes to the truth, will still hide the complete truth. So we still don't understand. We think we understand, but we don't understand.
And one person, when go out from samadhi, sometimes it's very peaceful and happy or whatever, still, and go out
Yes.
Be different extreme.
Yes. If you have been in a very peaceful state, slowly, very slowly, open your eyes. Don't just abrupt, get up. Slowly open your eyes. Before you open your eyes, that okay, now I'm getting out of samadhi. And still be with the Buddha, or still with the breath before you slowly open the eyes and slowly move. If you go out like most of the people go out, oh, now I can. Of course, yes. It was long enough. Run off, and then all the energy that you try to gather, within your practice, and it wasn't easy, to gather up all the energy. The moment, if you get out of samadhi very quickly, sometimes you can even get confused. But most of the time you just spill all the energy. So what's the use of your meditation? Next time you have to do it again, then you spill it again, then you do it again, and you spill it again. But for us it is to keep, to slowly build up the energy. Or the concentration. You remember, I used to simile off, finding our motorcycle somewhere along the way, it has no gas in it, so we bring it, we carry it to the next gas station and fill it up. And once it is filled up, the kilesas come and take it for a ride, and then we have to run after the motorcycle again, bring it back to the gas station, fill it up, and then they run again. So get out slowly. No, I'm getting out. Yeah. What do I want to do before I actually move? And is it useful to do this or to do that? Yeah? Or should I just continue with my practice, changing into walking meditation? Yeah? And then I keep with my Buddha, or I keep with the breath. Don't just abruptly get up. Finally, yeah? Who says that? Kilesas are happy,
Well, I got up people, there was something and then stillness for quite deeper than usual, and then something in the heart.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
And then,
in this situation, then sit down again, yeah? And then slowly try to recollect what happened, yeah? I mean, the moment you made the decision to stop with meditation, what happened? Yeah? Or even if it happened before, yeah? Something, then try to recollect where is the starting point. Where's this little stone that causes the avalanche? You will not be able to do it the first time, but if you consistently do it, and that's why it is so important, to do the daily reflection, to be able to see these things. Huh? Then we know that what we forget. Yeah? Huh? But if Lumpur didn't say anything, you would. Huh? Okay. Yeah, and Alex.